Hi, my name's Jade from Lumby & Co. and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to choose the right wholesale Wayuu provider. If you're interested in buying wholesale Wayuu bags, you might have already sent out a few inquiries and gotten a few different responses. I understand that from your computer, it's hard to see the difference between quality and why one wholesale Wayuu provider costs more or less than the other. So if you can't understand or see the difference, the most obvious choice is to go with the cheapest. But today, I wanted to share with you 5 tips of how to choose the right Wayuu provider and why the cost of the bag is not the only determining factor. So I made a list here to help me guide you. Number 1, establish a clear line of communication. This means 2 things. The first is that you do not have a language barrier and that you can clearly understand one another. The second is that you have a clear line of communication in the sense that your wholesale Wayuu provider is responsive. This might sound very obvious to you, but it might not be so in Colombian culture. So if they're not responsive right from the beginning, imagine further down the line or after a sale. Of course, you should also take into account the time difference, the etiquette of the media that you are interacting on, whether it's WhatsApp or email or Facebook. Just make sure that your wholesale Wayuu provider responds within a reasonable amount of time. If not, you might have trouble coming up ahead. Tip number 2, make sure you see clear pictures of the Wayuu products that you will buy. Many cheaper wholesale Wayuu providers will send you kind of dark pictures that were taken indoor while you have a single frame with about 10 bags in the picture, and it's kind of hard to see the details and the colors of all the bags. So you kind of have to zoom in and hope for the best. Be careful. If a wholesale Wayuu provider doesn't care about the quality of their pictures, do you think that they care about the quality of their product? These guys might be a lot cheaper, so I understand that it might be very tempting to make a first purchase with them. However, they might be more expensive in the long run. First, because you are sure to get a few bags in your order with mistakes in the pattern, defects in the product, and as a result, these will be bags that you will have to put on sale or lower their price, or your customers simply won't even want them. With the loss of a few bags, you might as well have spent just a little bit more somewhere else to get better designs and defect-free bags. When you order online, it's important that you feel safe and you feel that you are getting a quality product and that you feel satisfied with your customer service. However, if you feel that you're taking a risk with a potentially cheap wholesale Wayuu provider, it's probably because you are. The other day, I was talking to a customer who explained to me that although I wasn't the cheapest wholesale Wayuu provider out there, although I did have great prices, the reason why she chose to work with me in particular was because she knew that every time she would order from me, she'd get error-free bags that she would be able to sell full price. To her, it wasn't worth buying cheap because it cost her just as much, if not more, than buying with me. Plus, she got even better designs when she chose from my stock. Third tip is to compare shipping times. Cheaper wholesale Wayuu providers will usually ship through the Colombian National Post Office, which is 472, or use Servientrega. These shipping times can take anywhere from 3 weeks to 2 months. But that's not the worst part. These shipping methods usually cost just as much as if you were to buy from a Wayuu provider that has a business account with a shipping company such as UPS or DHL, which only takes 4 to 6 business days to reach you and costs just the same. I'm sure cheaper wholesale Wayuu providers can definitely upgrade your shipping method. However, as they do not have a business account, they will not get the same great rates, and you'll end up spending a lot more to get faster shipping. So don't just look at the cost of the bag itself, also take into account shipping prices. And if you do select a slow service, take into account the shipping time, as the time it takes for your product to reach you is time you lose, which you could have used selling bags and making money. Not to mention, longer shipping times gives room for packages to get lost as they make their way around the world, and potentially customs stealing a few bags out of your order. Tip number 4, watch out for hidden fees. Hidden fees usually appear when you send the money, whether it be through MoneyGram or Western Union or bank transfers. All of these have a lot of hidden costs and commissions. In addition, you're subject to their really crappy exchange rate. Cheaper wholesalers usually won't have bank accounts, and you'll have to send them cash through Western Union or MoneyGram. But let's say they do have a bank account and you can pay through PayPal. Your Wholesale Wayuu provider will, I almost guarantee, charge you the 5.5% commission PayPal fee on top of your merchandise and the cost of shipping. I personally do not charge the 5% PayPal fee and just assume the cost myself. Tip number 5, make sure that your Wholesale Wayuu bag provider is actually located in Colombia. You're gonna find a lot of beautiful stores online selling Wayuu bags, and they'll even have a little section that says that they sell wholesale. So you'll send in your inquiry and the response will be an outrageous price. Most likely because the store is not located in Colombia. This is probably one person that came to Colombia, bought a few bags, and brought them back to their country. Or they're working with a community from abroad and they have super high operating costs. Try to choose a Wholesale Wayuu provider based in Colombia. This will help you ensure a few things. 1, that they'll actually still be in business 6 months later, and that this isn't just a trial business. And 2, that you'll actually get better prices. Alright, so these are my 5 tips to help you choose the right Wholesale Wayuu bag provider. I hope this video helped you in your research. And of course, I myself sell Wholesale Wayuu bags. You'll find all the information of how to contact me in the description box down below. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to learn more about buying Wayuu bags. Thanks so much for watching.